About what you're talking about.
It's because everyone's talking about this.
Always live, always real, always unpredictable.
I think that's taking it to another level.
Yeah. Log on and join our live conversation.
He said this as we were coming on TV.
DBL starts right now.
3, 2. Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It's Thursday, June 13th. We are live and we're talking about what you're talking about right now. I'm here with Erica and Brandon. I'm Jeff. Let's get to it, guys. Some important stories tonight. There's more real fallout from the Central Park 5 Netflix show, When They See Us. The limited series follows the story of the 5 boys of color who were wrongly convicted of rape in 1989. Now we're learning a prosecutor in the case is not returning as a lecturer at Columbia Law School. Elizabeth Lederer led the prosecution in the case that resulted in the wrongful conviction of 5 New York City teens. Last night, she sent an email saying she won't be returning to Columbia because the Netflix series has, quote, reignited a painful and vital national conversation about race, identity, and criminal justice. That's not the only real-world consequences from the show. Linda Fairstein has resigned from multiple board positions and was dropped by her publisher. She was the deputy district attorney at the time and helped get false confessions from the teens. The Central Park 5, who are now grown men, are sitting down with Oprah. In the interview, she gives the men a new name, saying they should be called the Extraordinary 5, not the Central Park 5. Let's take a look.
I'm so happy and ecstatic that we can start the conversation now and to make sure there will never be another Central Park 5 and make sure we have the platform to make sure of that. So I understand what Antron means. It is bittersweet. Because watching this is painful, but it's necessary.
And, oh, there I am. And that was exonerated 5, not extraordinary, even though they are. And we have to mention this is all reminiscent of the recent R. Kelly documentary, which ultimately resulted in the R&B singer facing charges.
Well, for starters, I have to address the Elizabeth Lederer not returning to Columbia, especially because as a professor, and I'm the daughter of a professor, the idea that she is not only in a position to influence, but also to steer future leaders, and that was her exercise in judgment.
Right.
Like, that bothers me. But it also it goes to show you, when people are talking about rebooting all of these different shows, I keep saying it's not necessary because there are so many stories that need to be told and they haven't been told. So the idea that Ava DuVernay did this and told this story because she felt a responsibility to get this story out from the eyes of the exonerated victims, because these 5 young men were victims, is so important. And I think that it's really going to be a catalyst, just like so many other things, for people to come forward and tell stories that normally wouldn't get the platform to be told.
Yeah, and I see networks jumping on it, Erica, because like you said earlier in the show today, that When They See Us has been the most streamed or most watched thing on Netflix since it came out.
Every day.
So you see, you know, networks, the Netflixes and the Foxes can come out and say, oh, we want to tell these stories. To us, these are like folklore stories. Like, we've heard about these stories. Our parents have told us these stories since we were kids. But now it's coming out. Now it's coming out in the theater. It's coming out and people can stream and watch it for this show. And you're getting the outrage, which is going to make people want to watch it after seeing outrage tweets. So the networks are going to hop on this, and now it's going to finally bring a lot of stories to light, like Tulsa, which Octavia Spencer is working on, which is about Black Wall Street. And then we can even go to the true Black Panther story, what the Black Panthers really stood for. So I see we're going to see a lot.
Yeah, I think it's great. You know, one of those men in the video said it's painful, but it's necessary, and it gives you a chance to walk in somebody else's shoes that maybe you judge differently before, and maybe after watching it, you'll judge differently after that as well. So I think it's terrific. All right, guys, we're going to move on. Right now, we have breaking news on the Cuba Gooding Jr. alleged grope case. Let's get up to Raquel Villanueva with news at the moment.
Well, Jeff, Cuba Gooding Jr. was charged with forcible touching after being accused of groping a woman at a bar in New York City. Now, TMZ obtained surveillance video, and you could see his accuser. It was highlighted in red by an arrow. He then appears to be reaching over his girlfriend and touching the woman sitting next to her. He then moves his hand up, which you'll see in a moment here, and the woman then appears to grab his hand and push it back. Now, his lawyers say the video will actually help clear Cuba of any wrongdoing. As we wait for the developments in this case, a second accuser has come forward to say she was groped by the Oscar-winning actor. She says it happened more than 10 years ago at a restaurant in New York. Now, I'll keep you updated on this case.
This, with respect to the alleged victim, I watched this video, and what this looked like to me, because then the guy who comes up with the shorts on actually kind of, can I say hump?
Kind of dances over.
Like he
gyrates,
her leg.
I guess.
And so, from afar, now that she's accused him, but if I were sitting there, I'd have been like, those people are all going home together. Ooh. That's what that looked like. But clearly, it was unwelcomed.
Yes.
And so I'm thinking that that might be his defense, that maybe he thought it was like a community affair. Okay. That's what it looked like.
Mm-hmm. It looked like there was some drinking involved.
Yeah. Well, it definitely looked like there was drinking involved.
Yes, for sure. All right, guys, we're going to move on. Right now, Jessica Biel is being called an anti-vaxxer online, but she says it's not true. The 37-year-old actress was photographed with Robert F. Kennedy Jr. at the California Capitol yesterday. He's a vocal critic of vaccinations. Headlines report that, quote, Jessica Biel comes out as anti-vax activist, but Jessica says those reports are all wrong. She says, quote, I am not against vaccinations. I support children getting vaccinations, and I also support families having the right to make educated medical decisions for their children alongside their physicians. Jessica further explained she was lobbying against a specific bill that limits medical exemptions to getting vaccinations.
To those headlines, clickbait equals context. Context. Let's break the word down. It's legit a context. That's what clickbait is, because you're getting someone to click on it with a false leading headline. That's why the 10 months I've been here on this show, I won't just look at a clickbait and then come up here and try and speak on it like I'm an expert on it. I try and read something from both sides of the argument so I can formulate my opinion if it's something I've never heard about. That clickbait, when people go into arguments with clickbait, it's like why? Like you're walking into something with stupidity.
Absolutely, man. And people read just a tweet that someone writes just because it's from a celebrity, and they don't read both sides like you do or like I do, and they just say, oh, well, if that person says it, it must be true. Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely clickbait.
It does go to show you the times that we're in. I mean, it's almost like what our parents used to say, the company that you keep, it reflects on you. Mm-hmm. People just have to be so extra careful about who they're photographed with, where they're photographed at, like all the context clues that could be around them at all times. So I think that it's probably a little bit more heightened now than it ever has been.
And somebody is always watching, as we saw in that Cuba Gooding Jr. tape. All right, guys, Jennifer Lawrence says she isn't nervous about her big wedding day. The actress got engaged to fiancé Cook Maroney in February and has been busy planning her wedding. Listen to what she has to say about the big day to former E! News reporter Kat Sadler on her podcast.
Are you nervous about your wedding day?
No, not really. I've been in a good place. I haven't been neurotic about it. I'm too lazy to be neurotic. I saw a dress I liked. I was like, that's the dress. I saw a venue. I was like, cool, we got the venue.
That's very J-Law. Isn't it? Were you nervous for your wedding?
No. This was my second wedding, and I wanted something very low-key. I actually just wanted it to be our parents, but he wanted something more traditional. Actually, my brother married us. But yeah, for the most part, I was just like, I walked in by myself to get my dress. There were all these other brides with all of their moms and everything, and they're like, oh, we'll be your family. I was like, no, I have a family. If I wanted them here, they would be here. I didn't want anything crazy. So doing it in Mexico was a perfect thing because they do everything for you.
I wasn't nervous for mine because I got married in a courthouse, obviously. But you know what's weird? When I went into, when you go to a courtroom or you get pulled over, you get nervous for no reason. Like, do I have drugs in the trunk? Wait, I don't even do drugs, So I was outside the courtroom, what am I nervous for? I'm not going to get see a judge. I'm getting married. So that's what I was nervous about, not getting married. But yeah.
Best advice for me.
Find a wife. What do you like?
Best advice for when I do get married. Obviously,
the best advice would be to find someone to marry.
That's my advice, but I like Erica's better.
I wouldn't do a big wedding, but
Thank you.
But
yeah.
steps. You have to do her step
gotta
first.
find
All right, we
somebody.
have our first look at the classic sequel to the classic horror film, The Shining. Stephanie Jones has the details coming in hot.
That's right. The film called Dr. Sleep follows the kid from The Shining, Danny Torrance, played by Ewan McGregor. And now he's dealing with life and, of course, death now that he's grown up. I mean, looking at the trailer, the film has a lot of callbacks to The Shining, so take a look at this.
When I was a kid, I bumped into these things. I always called it The Shining.
Did you guys catch all the references from the old film? From Red Rum to the blood in the hallway and the twins by the elevator. And this classic moment looking through a broken door. It's scary. Dr. Sleep hits theaters November the 8th.
Here's Johnny. Nobody?
Nope.
All right, maybe just me. I'm that old. DBL is live. We'll bring you breaking news as soon as it happens. And coming up, we're bringing you the most dramatic, shadiest moments in reality TV this week in Reality Roundup. But first, you'll never guess what Chris Hemsworth did for a living before he was a movie star. Here's a hint. It's literal. It sucks. That's next.
Best Fiends. Meet Hank and Roger.
Yeah, I know. Here's Johnny. Yeah, but I don't watch.
So we're gonna play the game. You'll each have a paddle. You're gonna write down the letter of your answer on the paddle.
The number.
And then, so it's either A, B, or C. Stephanie will say, "Let's see your answers." You'll all hold them up, and then Jeff will say, A, pool player. So we're always gonna go in this order. So you'll say, because we can't, sometimes we're on a
So
white
we'll
shot,
go 1, 2, 3, and then I'll
you'll go.
A.
You'll say A, I think she was this. B, I think, and C, whatever your answer is.
Okay.
But
Whatever your number.
we're gonna go that order every single time.
What's symbol?
I do have to say, when Jeff said that it sucks literally, that actually nothing sucks, it only pushes or pulls. That's Mr. Girardi.
What's that?
From my physics class.
Oh, really?
Yes, we couldn't say sucks.
But
we could say
I got
something.
it.
So
But
it'd be
this
Is high school?
yeah. So
This
it'd be like,
is,
Mr. G, this pulls so
What
hard.
was your final grade in this class?
An A.
You got an A? Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Probably better than an A because I loved Mr. G. He was a great teacher.
All right, good job.
I do remember that. Also, the Shining, I haven't seen the movie, but I have been to the Stanley Hotel. I didn't want to go, but my girlfriend, who loves the movie, made me go. And all I know is when I left, I was like, nothing better be following me home, because that was freaky as all get out.
So is that the Stanley Hotel here in Denver? Isn't that just the exterior, right? Or the Curtis?
The Curtis, yeah.
No. You're talking the Stanley. It's out in
Stanley's-
Estes Park.
But that's the
middle of nowhere.
But that's
Yeah.
the exterior of
really?
The Shining, right?
Yes.
Not the interior.
But so they made.
Is that correct?
There's
Maybe some of us.
Oh, there is?
But the hotel's haunted. Like the room or the door and stuff.
They shoot the interiors there. They probably shot it on the soundstage, but
What part of it?
they probably shot some of it in the interior.
I'm so
Yeah, because I was wondering if the bar. Dumb and Dumber was filmed there?
Oh,
So like
there?
some of the like the door and stuff, it's in there, but they do say that it's not originally. That's right.
I
He wrote
heard
the
it's
book.
haunted though. Yeah. Anyway, that movie's super scary. Welcome back to DBL. Actor Chris Hemsworth hasn't always had a gorgeous job. Gorgeous, huh? Before he hit the big screens as the hammer-wielding god Thor, he had a very memorable first job. Check out his clip last night from Jimmy Fallon.
My first job was cleaning out breast pumps. And I literally worked for a pharmacy. They would rent them out, the machines would come back, and I would have a toothbrush, a little spray and wipe, and dried milk covered in them.
Utterly shocking, right? Thank you. This got us thinking about other celebs' first gig, so we're going to play a little game to test our knowledge. And here's our host, Stephanie Jones. Stephanie, take it away.
Thank you, Jeff. Right, the rules are simple. I'll give you a celebrity and then 3 possible first jobs. So you guys write your guesses on the whiteboard, and DBL Nation, you guys can play along at home by yelling your answers at the TV screen. So, are you ready to play Celebrity First Jobs? Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's meet our first celebrity. Okay, this is Taylor Swift. Before becoming the leader of the Swifties, was Taylor A snake milker, B, miniature horse trainer, or C, praying mantis exterminator? Write your answers down now, kids.
All right.
Let's have a look. Jeff, reveal your answer for me, lad.
Oh, okay, B.
All right, Erica.
I'm gonna go with B.
And
B, because I follow the crowd.
And you're all absolutely incorrect, because the answer was C. She was a praying mantis exterminator.
Whatever.
That's
wise.
That's B.
All right. Our next celebrity is Kanye West. So before being the man behind Yeezy, Kanye was A ghost hunter, B, a Gap sales associate, or C, Dippin' Dot server, whatever that is.
Oh, man.
Are you ready?
I want to get this right.
Jeff, hit me.
B, Gap.
Erica.
Ayo, fam, B. It's Gap.
Oh, man, B.
On Michigan Avenue.
And the answer was B.
On Michigan Avenue.
Right, you're all tied up. It's one each. Okay. Up next is Mr. All right. It's Matthew McConaughey. And before he was starring in those weird Lincoln commercials, was he A, an armadillo hunter? I hope to God that's true. B, lifeguard, or was he C, a little dog walker?
I mean, this seems like it fits. A lifeguard, B.
B. Go on, Erica, show me your answer.
I'm gonna go with lifeguard, B.
I'm going to go with A because you prayed for it, Stephanie.
Oh, yes!
Yeah, baby!
So all I can say, Brandon is in the lead and God listens. There's nothing sexier than an armadillo hunter. I love it. And our final celebrity is Brad Pitt. So before he hitched a ride in Thelma and Louise, was he A, an Abercrombie and Fitch model, B, a circus clown? I feel like someone gave us the answer then without even realizing it, or C, a chicken mascot?
Ooh. Do I get bonus points if I even know where it was?
Go on.
El Pollo Loco. What's that?
Go on, Erica, what's yours?
I went with Abercrombie.
And Brandon?
We're going to go with B.
Oh, this is it.
Oh.
Jeff, it was you. You're right. He was a chicken mascot for El Pollo Loco. And where was it, Jeff?
I got it right. Bonus point.
Pollo.
Pollo Loco.
It's a tie.
Pollo Loco. Oh, no, where that is. I've never been, but I'm sure I'll discover it at some glorious day in my life during my time in
You
America.
lived in LA, Steph. You know El Pollo Loco. You probably drove by it 100 times.
Right, well, regardless, who cares about the chicken? The winner is Brandon and Jeff. Boys, you're the winners.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
no,
look at
just
that.
Jeff won.
There we go.
I like that smile.
That was pretty good.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Steph. You did an excellent job. Coming up on DBL, we're breaking down the week's most dramatic moments in reality TV. Reality Roundup is next.
The Sun used.
Hi DBL Nation, Agent R here with your report on the new Men in Black International. So, is it worth seeing, or will you make me want to erase your memory? Well, the answer is no, not really. It's not spectacular, but it's still a good fun time. Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson do make the movie fun, and there is some good moments, but it's not the same magic as the original. This was made for a new generation to see, so you're not going to see any callbacks or unfortunate cameos from the originals. This is really its own standalone movie with kind of callbacks to the general plot, but not any actual players in it. So that said, if you were looking for that, you're not going to get that. But if you have kids and this is their first time seeing Men in Black, I think they're gonna like it. They're gonna like the little creatures. It's their first time seeing a whole new set of aliens for them to go and love like we did. So I would say give it a chance if you have kids. Now, if you're going for the nostalgia, I think you might be a little bit disappointed because, like I said, it is its own movie with its own jokes, and Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson kind of have their own movie together, Thor Ragnarok, and sometimes you get those moments and that chemistry that they had there, and you kind of forget that this is a new movie. It just feels like them in different outfits. But other than that, I would say I did laugh at some points, and there were some points that dragged on a little bit and there were plot holes. But overall, if you're just looking to have some mindless fun and you don't want to see a movie that's going to win an Oscar, because this isn't going to, I would say go see it. But I might be wrong. You might disagree with me. Let me know, and you can erase my memory next time.
Welcome back to DBL. Earlier today, I got together with my girls, Tori Shulman and Sam Shocker, to talk about all the juiciest moments in reality TV. Here's Reality Roundup. Ow!
Oh, yes. First up, on last night's The Real Housewives of New York, Bethany lets loose on the WAN in epic fashion. Check it out.
You left rehab, but I got you for free 2 weeks early.
Yes, and I needed to go
for cabaret. You left
I needed
rehab.
to go and do
I
that.
got it for free. You're sick.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. You're gonna have a heart attack.
You're gonna have a heart attack.
I don't want to laugh because that is the beginning. I think we've all been there of somewhat of a panic attack. I think she's not feeling heard. I feel like she's not feeling respected, and I think Bethany has a lot going on.
I also think Bethany addiction is real close to her, right?
Very
She
true.
lost her ex
You're
to
absolutely right.
addiction. I also think that she needs to understand that Luann clearly is still dealing with her addiction. So there's many layers here.
Yeah, but from the Luann's side and point of view, I do understand that she's dealing with this. However, I think we've all been guilty at some point when someone's helped us. There's almost this embarrassment about just being honest about the fact that I was vulnerable, you helped me, I appreciate that. There's almost like this lashing out.
Yeah,
that
you
happens.
get angry almost.
Right.
Because you're
and
embarrassed.
And that's what is happening between those two.
Exactly right. Wow, I hope that they can resolve it. I know. And next on Southern Charm, New Orleans, with the ink finally dry on her divorce papers, Reagan is anxious to introduce her friends to her new boyfriend, Beau. Listen to Beau talk about their relationship.
Oh my God.
You like this?
Yes, I love it.
Come here.
Reagan is the hottest girl I've ever been with. Just super stacked. And that sounds terrible and shallow, but that's what attracts me to her.
What? Stacked? How about she's nice, she's kind, she's beautiful inside and out?
How about Southern Charm? Add the title in. Anything is better than this.
Her beau is named Beau.
I know. It's too much.
With a boyfriend like Beau, who needs an ex? I just tried that out.
I did too.
Workshop it. I
All
like
right,
it.
and finally on The Bachelorette, check out Kevin's reaction when he walks in. Look I'm still turning. Hold on. I'm on a swivel chair. When he walks in on an intimate moment between Hannah and another bachelor.
I like being with you.
I like being with you. I walked up the stairs, and Hannah had Jed pinned down. And I was just sitting there and watching this for 15, 20 seconds.
It's like one of those things where you see it and you can't turn away from.
Of course I wish that was me. Me and Hannah have not kissed yet.
That's so uncomfortable. I can't even watch it.
Well, the guy watching wished that it was him, but the guy sitting there seemed to not want to be there.
I felt the same thing. I also think, how sad is it when you're literally below someone looking them up, kissing, and then you have to walk down the stairs with your head down? It's very sad.
God, but that's her job.
That's her only job.
You gotta,
That's her job.
You got it. That's her job. To kiss a bunch of guys.
That's it. That's her only
to find out where the chemistry is.
And it wasn't with downstairs guys.
I guess not.
No.
Wow. All right.
Bye.
Well, this has been Reality Roundup.
We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by...
Hey DBL Nation, I know, not the face you were expecting, right? Well, it's the face that I want though. It's kind of freaking cool, okay? Welcome back to another episode of Beauty Blast, guys. I'm Jeray for this lay. Today we're talking about LED mask. Dr. Dennis Gross actually has been hooking us up, and I really want to talk to you guys about this product because it is life-changing. Now, if you don't know about LED light therapy, today's your day, guys. These are amazing products that will help to make sure that you're actually smoothing, brightening, and actually resurfacing your skin at times too. Now, LED light therapy can be used with red, blue, green lights, but with this light mask you have the option of red, blue, which kind of looks a little bit more pink blue to me, and a mix of red and blue. The red is going to help with anti-aging. This is going to help to make sure that any wrinkles or texture in the skin is being smoothed out and being plumped up as well. Now the blue, which looks a little blue-pink to me, this guy is going to be helping with acne. If you suffer from acne, this is going to be the best for you. It's going to help to make sure that we're diminishing any bacteria and helping to make sure that you can prevent acne breakouts as well. Now the last one is a mixture. This is great for people who have adult acne or who maybe have suffered from acne scarring or who just have a little bit of everything going on. This is going to be the light that you want to be on. Now the best part about this, guys, the treatment is only for 3 minutes. It's auto shut off. You put it right over your face for about 3 minutes here and relax. It even comes with a little hair pull or a adjustment so that you can keep this on your head and kind of walk around and do whatever you need. Now personally, I like to lay back and enjoy this and you know, relax for my full 3 minutes. Make sure that I'm keeping my beauty time for me, guys. So guys, as you can tell, this mask is amazing. It's practically the future. You can have a whole light therapy just for you at home without seeing a professional, without leaving your house. Who doesn't want that? So if you need one, check it out at Sephora.com, Nordstrom, Dillard's, or just go to drdennisgross.com and get yours today. Now, you just witnessed another great episode of Beauty Blast. Make sure you click that subscribe button and follow me over at Jure for the Slay. We'll see you guys next time.
Time. Welcome back to DBL. Since Jeff and Brandon tied in the game earlier, we have a tiebreaker question.
Here we go.
What was Nicki Minaj's first job? Was it A, at Red Lobster as a waitress? B, was she a Starbucks barista? Or C, pizza delivery driver?
No way Jeff gets this. Absolutely not.
All right, Jeff, let's see your answer. A. Brandon?
Oh,
the answer is A.
There we go. I knew
Red Lobster waitress.
Hospitality and tourism industry.
I guess we're just going to have to keep this going. Now we're going to have a tournament tomorrow.
Yeah. Tomorrow, but we're out of time for today, so we're both winners.
He's not going to be here tomorrow.
That's right.
Well,
You're going to have to give me next week. We'll be back tomorrow, guys. Same time, same place. Have a good one, everybody. Happy Thursday.